Fly, gather your friends and experience the dream of flight. Take your night out to new heights with indoor skydiving. No experience necessary. Find your nearest iFly location. Visit iflyworld.com today.
for that. Discussion topics with DJ Nothin Nice. Giving you the current affairs and news from local and worldwide, from different credited websites. Discussion topics, keeping you up to date with your sports and entertainment. Discussion topics with VJ Nothin Nice. What's on your mind? Giving you the information that you need to keep you informed with the current information around the world. Are you ready for the discussion topics? What have you heard? What is going on in your community? Go to www.nothinis.com. If it's music news, we want to hear about it. If it's community news, we want to hear about it. Discussion topics. If it's about your school, if it's about your job, we want to hear about it. Discussion topics. On WNNR-DB, Orlando, Florida. What are you waiting for? It's discussion topics time. Discussion topics time. Discussion topics time. Here we go. Discussion topics go.
Pfizer. But it is what it is, man. Your boy DJ Nothin Nice, WNNR-DB, Orlando, Florida. Giving you exclusive music and interviews worldwide. Just a little synopsis real quick of what's just going on in the world, you know what I'm saying, top headliner, because I'm definitely going to get into that on our podcast. Make sure you follow us on our podcast at WNNR-DB, Orlando, Florida, you know what I'm saying. So I'm just going to, you know what I'm saying, give you a preview of what's about to be on the WNNR-DB podcast, you know what I'm saying, as far as the top headliners, okay? Brought to you by GameStop.com, top headliner, CNN.com, U.S. government will run out of money by October 18th. The Treasury Secretary says, you know what I'm saying? The Treasury Secretary says that also BTS, and that's by Matt Egan. We like to make sure we give our reporters and journalists their proper due. That's Matt Egan with CNN Business. BTS also, BTS, and man, shout out to BTS. Listen, I can't say nothing bad about BTS, and I would never, because, you know, listen, BTS will get you, bro. BTS will end your career, bro. BTS, you talk about BTS, bro. Talk bad about BTS. Yeah, I guarantee they coming for you, bro. They coming. You know what I'm saying? BTS staging for concerts at the SoFi Stadium, and that's by Lisa Reisper. Okay, Fox Business. If you on the stocks and all that, the Dow's down by 1.12%. Nasdaq is down 1.84%. S&P is down by 1.26%. So, you know what I'm saying, if you into that, that we doing it like that. Also, Fox, we're gonna do the last two, and we'll get to Godz Child over there. Fox Business, Pfizer, shot, you know what I'm saying? I got some stock. I put some stock in Pfizer. No lie, I ain't going in front. I did. Yeah, I had to, bro. I had to. You know what I'm saying? Because, bro, look, at the end of the day, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You gotta invest. You feel me? Pfizer Biotech submitted COVID vaccine data to the FDA for kids ages 5 to 12. That's by Kyla Rivers. Rivas. Okay. The companies expect to request emergency approval for the shot for kids in ages 5 to 11 in the coming weeks. Last one real quick. Pelosi reverses ordered on-demand reconciliation passes with infrastructure setting up class with the House Progressives. And that story's by Tyler Olson. So those stories been brought to you by CNN.com and FoxBusiness.com. So it's your boy DJ Nothin Nice, WNNR-DB, Orlando, Florida. On the line right now, we got my man's Godz Child. Matter of fact, I'm gonna let him say his just due, man. Talk to the people, man. Talk to the people.
Woo! Hey, what's good, everybody, man? It's Godz Child checking in, aka Prayed Up While You Sleep. Hey, much love, DJ Nothin Nice. Thank you for having me today, man. For real.
Bro, listen, man. This man been putting in work, but we gonna get it. We gonna get into him in a few minutes. We definitely gonna get into him in a few minutes. And it seems like we had lost him, so we gonna get him back in a few seconds. And we'll be right back with you. Your boy DJ Nothin Nice, WNNR-DB, Orlando, Florida, giving you exclusive music and interviews worldwide, baby. We're getting back to you in a few seconds. Just give us a second. We'll get some technical difficulties, and we'll be right back to you, man. It's your boy DJ Nothin Nice. Let's go.
You get a buzz going. These I mess with, but like just keeping it consistent and being able to give the music at the same time. So like one of the toughest things is once you get that roll going and you get a buzz going, it's easier to lose a buzz than keep it going. So one of the things I notice as an artist that's really hard and a lot of artists might face is once you get that buzz going, to keep a buzz going. That was one of the most difficult things to do. And then to feel like you had a buzz going and you put a lot of work in and a lot of effort and you get it going and then it seems like you lose that buzz. One of the most difficult things is to accept that and keep on pushing, you know what I'm saying? So as an artist, you really didn't lose that buzz. You just got to keep on putting out content, you know what I'm saying? And you just got to keep staying focused and grind. Just know that when things get difficult, that means that you're getting ready to take another step bigger than the last one. So be prepared, you know what I'm saying?
That's definitely what's up. And you can hear me, right? You can hear me real good right now, right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
I can hear you.
Sure. So, So at another thing, you said because now you said something real key that I want to hit on. As far as is it that every artist has their time? Because there's plenty of artists in all genres of music, and it seems like in the field of hip hop, rap and all that stuff, it's like a time that we have like maybe 5 to 6 months, and then it's another person that really is the key person. Even though you have people that's fire, you know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah.
You got people that's fire,
Yeah.
you got, and then people bubble, but it's like other artists like. Kenny Chesney and all these other rock stars, it's like they have times where every time they, what I'm saying? It's like a timeless. Is it because I'm not going to say it's because of, because there's a lot of spitters out there, you know what I'm saying? And there's stuff. I'm not, as far as on the hip hop community, but what I'm asking is, overall, do you feel like it has been a change within the urban community as far as urban music. I'm saying urban music all overall because listen, bro, I'm a top 40 radio station, bro. I rock with everybody: trappers, rappers, prostitutes, pimps, hustlers, gay. You know what I'm saying? Listen, rednecks. Listen, bro, it don't matter to me. Listen, I tell people all the time, bro. I rock people from pimps to preachers to prostitutes. You feel me? It don't matter because guess what? Everybody has a purpose. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody do.
And you being the type of person, you're a world-known artist. What do you see within the urban, you know what I'm saying, urban community that either sticks out or lacks that the other genres, you know what I'm saying? And not like I said, I'm not disrespecting anybody, any genres. Or I'm just saying, what do you see the difference? Because like I said, 5 to 6 months, it's another person. You know what I'm saying? You know, Tyler Perry. Not Tyler Perry, but Taylor Swift. She could drop something right now, chill for like 2 or 3 years, drop something, chill. You know, and it's the same buzz.
Yeah.
So what do you feel that it's the difference between, you know what I'm saying, those different types of genres, man?
Really, I would just say the difference is having a loyal fan base. That's one big key, and then just having a gimmick. You know, like some artists they just put on a show, you know, which is it is entertainment, you know what I'm saying? But that buzz is not going to stay as long as somebody who has a loyal fan base and somebody who, you know, the fans actually support every move that they do. They're not there just to be entertained. You know what I'm saying? They actually genuinely are there. I think that there is a difference between the urban, the reason why the music the difference between it is why they keep on having new acts is because they have to keep that going. They have to keep the people entertained. They have to keep the music scene going. But the reason why artists like Taylor Swift are able to chill for like 3 years and then drop an album is because they have a loyal fan base. You know, they really built it. She actually touched her fans in a way that help people all over the world, and God knows what way, you know what I mean? But she actually touched her fans, you know what I'm saying, and touched the people around her rather than a new artist just coming in, doing a gimmick, doing something like a diss or just doing something for publicity. That dies, that can fade away, you know what I'm saying? But a person who actually touches the people and actually has something that people can relate to on a daily, and actually people look forward to it, it lifts them up, their spirit wise, and overall they're gonna have fans for life. They won't ever lose that, you know what I'm saying?
Right, that's some very good knowledge. So let's talk about something. Let's talk about something now. Let's talk about Godz Child and that Snoop Dogg joint. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about that joint, man. You know what I'm saying? Let the people, because people really don't. Let's just bro, real quick, just give the people a little history with Godz Child. You know what I'm saying? How long? Because bro, listen, we met, and I'm gonna call him WB. You know what I'm saying? BB. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Mr. Brad over there. You know what I'm saying? You're the top videographer, man. Shout out to you, bro.
Yeah, you know King Bundy.
Yeah, I gotta say that to the child. I know you probably tell me, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I want to get some videos done later. You know what I'm saying, with the video shoot. But anyway, yeah. So just talk about that single. Talk about the the beginnings and where you are now as the artist, as Godz Child, and just like you know, I expand about this like, because bro, every time anybody gets on here, I want them to be them. You know what I'm saying? I want them to show people how authentic they can be and how authentic they are, and how there are really trials that you go through in this industry, you know?
Yeah.
It's not just, you know what I'm saying? It's not just, because just like yesterday, you know what I'm saying? I put on, you know, if it was yesterday or today, I put on like, look, people are so used to seeing people come from nowhere, you know what I'm saying? And they just blow up. They don't understand the journey. And the people on social media are the people that's going through the journey that you're seeing every day. And then when they blow up, you're like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you was right there watching. You know what I'm saying? So talk about Godz Child, talk about your journey, and talk about that single with Snoop D-O-double-G-Z.
Yee! Well, before I get into the song with Snoop, shout out to Beat Author for producing the track and putting it all together. But before I get into that track, I'll talk about the journey and the process. I've been doing music since I was 9 years old, and I started writing at 9 my own music and stuff like that because of Bow Wow, Little Bow Wow at the time. He inspired me. So, but as the years went on, I was taking it serious, but then got sidetracked. So years later, about 10 years later or so, wait, actually, I want to say like 7 years later, 6 years later, I really started taking it serious. I always had the gift because I've seen how people reacted to the way that I made music and like freestyle when I was creating. And like when I was looking for a studio and stuff, how people reacted, I already knew that there was something there, but I didn't start taking it really serious till I moved down to Florida because before I started really like getting into it, I got sidetracked by drugs and a few other things that kept my creativity process. It kept it minute. So once I got past the drugs, and I've been clean for 9 years now. Once I got past all of that, I was able to really, really, really focus on what I wanted to do as an artist. I just jumped in pretty much. I knew that if I couldn't find a studio, well, then, hey, I'll mix my own music. You know what I'm saying? So I had to teach myself how to mix, engineer, and stuff like that. So that was a process in itself. I did that, and I got good enough to where I can put out music and people were like, yeah, it sounds good. So I started knowing like, okay, I can engineer because I want it that bad. If I can't find a studio, I'm going to make my own studio because this is what I really want to do. So I did that. And then before I moved from California, because I'm originally from California, to Florida in 2013, I had lost everything. I had a studio and everything, but due to my drug addiction, I was just out there. I was so far out. I literally lost everything. So I came to Florida 2013 with nothing, no job, no anything. And music's still my passion, my dream. So I'm going to find a way to pursue it. So I met my wife at the time and she got me a job. And immediately when she got me a job, I started working at Waffle House. I started stacking up my dollars to get a studio, get a laptop, get a mic, and get a M-Box so I can power up my mic and stuff like that. And so I got that. I saved up, got my mic and stuff, and I started creating again. But I had to recreate myself because I went through a lot of traumatic stuff. So it was just like starting over again. But I knew like I could flow, but it was like I have to start over again. So I started over again, started creating, and people started attracting to me. So when people started attracting to me, I started recording other artists, and I'm in a new area. I didn't know anybody. So all these artists are attracting to me. I started recording artists, and it gave me the inspiration hearing other artists that were talented and really were hungry for the music. It gave me inspiration to start pushing harder. So I started putting more content out, and was like, yeah, this is really working. And I got a showcase. Shout out to Cartier 500. He basically had a stoner fest. He invited me out, me and my brother Zoe. We did a show, and then I got addicted. I was like, okay, I like the reaction. So I started trying to look for shows and stuff. And so then Coast to Coast, I ran across the Coast to Coast sponsored ad, and I'm like, okay, I got enough music. Yeah, shout out to Coast to Coast for real, man. Shout out to them boys, man. So I'm like, okay, I got the email from Coast to Coast. I've submitted my music. They got back to me and said, yes, we approved of the song. They gave me the location and a certain amount of tickets I had to sell. So my show was in Orlando. And at the time, I didn't have a car. I was still coming from literally nothing. When I say I came, like I had to go get it because I didn't have no car. I didn't have I didn't have my L's because I procrastinated when I was on drugs. So I'm just trying to put everything together. So I'm like, okay, I need to get to Orlando. You know what I mean? So we get, shout out to King Bundy, my brother, man. Bundy, he's, at the time, before he started filming and stuff, he's right by my side. Like, yeah, he's putting money in to help get funds on the Uber and stuff. Because that was our transportation. So we Ubered all the way from Pasco County to Orlando. And let me and we and
wait, listen. I gotta throw this in there, bro. I'm just gonna throw one little tidbit in because listen, people who don't really understand about how this thing go, bro, it takes a lot. It's a lot, man. I just gonna say this one thing. I'm gonna let you continue. I once drove from Florida to Arizona to back to Florida to Michigan, back to Florida, back to Arizona. So yeah, the grind is real.
The grind is real, man, for real. So we all pieced up, and shout out to RJ, my other bro. He was there at the time, and he's like, yeah, I'm down, man. They were believing in the music more than I was at the time. I was believing in it, but you know what I mean? Like, they were like giving me that energy, like, yeah, we gonna do this. And I'm like, okay, I'm nervous because I'm like, it's another step, you know? So every time you take another step to progress, you're going to feel uncomfortable, you know? Right. So at that uncomfortable feeling coming, and I'm like, okay, let's go get it. So we Ubered out to Orlando, and we went to Full Sail University. That was our target. Yeah, that was our target, you know what I mean? Our target, because it was close to the area where we're going to perform. So we targeted the school. We figured everybody there is creative. They want some kind of thing in entertainment, whether it's music knowledge, whether it's filming, gaming, whatever. We figured that's where all the creative minds are at. So that's where we're going. You know what I'm saying? So that's exactly what we did. And we Ubered all the way to Full Sail. And we got out there, and we just started talking to everybody on campus, literally walking up to everybody on campus. And we're like, yo, yeah, we got a show coming up, and we're selling these tickets. And we started getting a couple sales. At first, we weren't getting anybody to buy it, you know what I mean? Because people were just, you know, they had their daily stuff to do. So you got to respect it. You know, you can't force nobody to do anything they don't want to do. So it's like, okay, we're going to keep trying. We're not going to get discouraged. And so the first day we went out there, we sold like 1 or 2 tickets. I'm pretty sure. Then we went back, and we were like, okay, we got 2 all. We went back to Pasco. We're like, we're going to go back. So we just kept going back to Full Sail, Ubering back. And that's when the next trip is when I had met you. You know what I'm saying? Me and Bundy and RJ, we were out there in the parking lot, and DJ Nothin Nice come pulling up, man, and we like, hey, he's bumping, and we're like, yo, we pitched to go sell him the tickets and stuff like that. And you know, he supported. Shout out to DJ Nothin Nice, man, supported the grind from day one. Salute, brother, salute, man, for real. Yeah, and my boy got a ticket and was like, yo, I got class. I might not be able to make the show, but I'm a support. So he got a ticket. And at the time, I had a album that I was working on. If I'm not mistaken, it was Born Original. It was a project I was doing. And Dope was already out, which was with my bro, Zoe. Shout out to Zoe. We had an album called Dope. And so I gave DJ Nothin Nice, it was a copy of it. Yep. I want to say it was a copy of the CD. Yep. We had CDs and stuff. Yeah, because I had printed. That was another thing. Before we went to Orlando, I had bought a little printer to print on to the CDs I was burning. So I had brought copies with me. I shot you a copy. Right. And immediately, like, I want to say after you left, you went on break. Shortly after, you had to go do something. And I just remember you pulling off, bumping the song, and that made us feel so good. And I just remember because we were out there in the middle at Full Sail, we don't know anybody out there, and we're chasing our dreams, you know what I'm saying? And my boy pull off bumping a song, and we felt like we made it at that moment, you know what I'm saying? we were like, yeah, it's gonna blow, you know what I'm saying? But long story short, we ended up doing the show, and I ended up doing the show, and I say we because Bundy's been by my side, and there's multiple other people. So when I say we, I treat them like it's me. You know what I mean? We was all there. They was there supporting as if it was myself. You know what I mean? So it's good when you're on your journey to have people that support you. You know what I'm saying? And being able to recognize the true support from the support that's just temporary. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Bundy for being genuine, man, and always just being there and just riding through it all, you know what I'm saying? Not asking for a damn thing back, man. You don't find that, you know what I'm saying? You don't find people that genuine, you know what I'm saying? So big salute to my brother, man. I love you, fam. But yeah, so we did the show. We went back, we Ubered out there. We got good with the Uber driver, so we were able to pay $100 each for the way there and for back, just 100 flat. So he was like, yeah, he really liked us. Yeah, so we ended up getting the plug, so it kept our pockets, you know what I mean, a little bit heftier, because we were struggling at that time. We didn't really have it.
Listen, bro. Listen, I like to call it balling on the budget, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Balling, yeah.
Balling on the budget, you know what I'm saying? Y'all was balling on the budget.
Yeah, balling. We was balling on the budget. I mean, I think I was making like $8 an hour at Waffle House, and I was taking care of my apartment at that time. So it's like I didn't have any funds, but I was willing to go broke to do my dreams. You feel me? I believed in it that much. You know what I'm saying? So like. I may be broke with the paper, but I'm not. My soul is not broke. I got a mission, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna keep fighting, you know. So that was the mentality. That was the mentality, you know what I'm saying? Like I may be broke, but my soul is not broke, you know what I mean? So I got a mission, and I just went out, and we went and we did the show, and that night we didn't rank. We didn't get. We brought a few people out from Full Sail. Shout out to Garrett. Shout out to Uriah. There was a handful of other people, like 3 other people that were able to attend. And I got discouraged because we didn't.
Man, it's your boy DJ Nothin Nice. Another little technical difficulty real quick. Another technical difficulty. We're going to get it right back on, man. It's your boy DJ Nothin Nice. WNNR-DB, Orlando, giving you exclusive music and interviews worldwide, man. World.
I like this one right here. Yeah. I see through you. Yeah. I see through you. I see through you. I see through you. Yeah. I see through I like this one right here. Yeah. Yeah. I see through you. Yeah. I see through you. I see through you. I see through you. Yeah. I see through you. Yeah. I see through you. I see through you. Every time you see me, you know
tickets for your favorite artist. You might also like